This is a global embarrassment to the Jamaica police, and it's spill over into the government. So the state now is in disrepute on account of one woman remaining silent against which an allegation of sacrilege has been levied at.
Right now you know we unstoppable. Unstoppable, that mean them can't stop you. Unstoppable, so now we are trained.
So the Prime Minister finally addressed Nzinga King's claims that a female police officer of the Jamaica Constabulary Force cut her locks. In a most recent press conference, the Prime Minister, Mr. Andrew Holness, also spoke out about the issue of police officers arresting persons who vent their frustrations on social media and the use of explicits. The Prime Minister also made it clear that every single Jamaican has rights, but they should also remember that there is a law on the law books called the profanity law. Now viewers, I know say una wait long time to hear the Prime Minister address this. So without any further ado, let's jump in and take a listen to what Murphy say pertaining to the bad word law. Let's take a listen.
Again, tangential but related to the pandemic, would be the issue of another young Jamaican expressing his views about the management of the pandemic and about me as Prime Minister. I want to say categorically, with great certainty, that we are a free country and you are entitled to express your views about how you feel as a citizen the government is managing your affairs. Of course, you would have to do so within the confines of the law. And we do have laws on our books regarding the use of profanity, and there is a standard of decency. But I wish to reaffirm that every Jamaican, regardless of who you are, what station you are, that you have a right to express your views. And as your Prime Minister, it is my duty to ensure that those rights are protected and reinforced.
Alright, so now hear what the Prime Minister said in another little short clip there, right? He pushed out a few tweets on social media as well addressing that same issue, but we're not going to get into that right now. Let's take a listen to what Murphy said pertaining to Nzinga King.
I want to address the issue of a young Jamaican lady, young girl, whose hair, it is alleged, was forcibly cut by security forces, or so the allegations go. I've been following this story very closely, and yesterday I met with the Commissioner of Police and inquired of the status of the investigations that are ongoing. The Commissioner and I are of the same view, that in post-independence Jamaica, we should not be having this kind of conversation about people's hair choices and whether or not the state has any right to cut someone's hair. It is totally against what we believe in as Jamaicans, and I want to place that on the record. And I've asked the Commissioner to put the full investigative force at his disposal to find out whether or not there were any administrative breaches and any criminal breaches at play. There are issues as well as to how our citizens are treated when they are in custody, and we want to know if anybody's rights would have been abused.
Now people want to understand that the Rasta community is still not satisfied with all of this, Them still frustrated. There was a peaceful demonstration at the police station where this Officer Barber was stationed. Now, the rest of them, they and them say, yo, justice needs to be served. I'm not going to tell you nothing more. Check out this. But this clip right here, all credits goes to the Jamaica Gleaner for this clip right here. Check it out.
About 50 Rastafarians, they are gathered in an open lot in front of the Fort Bass police station. And they are demonstrating in support of one of their colleagues whom it is alleged to have been trimmed whilst here in the lockup of the Fort Bass police station. We have spoken to the leader of the group, so they understand that, whilst they want to demonstrate, but they must maintain the peace, and they can't in any way obstruct other road users. They have been cooperating so far. is very peaceful as we speak.
As the world know, because this has become a world event, our little Princess Nzinga was deprived of her crowning glory, her consecration that which she was born with. Because Nzinga was actually sanctified within the Nyabingi order by venerable priests and bishops within the order of the Nyabingi. And for her to just have an altercation with the police, which we questioned, she was charged for disorderly conduct, which we also questioned what she was doing, why disorderly conduct, because from what she said, she was just objecting to the police pepper spray in a car when they were ascertaining a man who did not have on his mask. She had complied, she had hers on, but when they were pepper sprayed, she came out and was objecting to being pepper sprayed. And that resulted in she being charged for not wearing her mask, because she had to remove her mask. And then after, when she came to the station, she was charged for disorderly conduct, which she don't understand why. And up to now, can you imagine, Indicom was here, the commissioner of police was here, and I think the public defender too was here. Why all that questioning? She can't say, I did not. Up to now, we haven't heard of a word, and as the placard say, the silence of Officer Barber is deafening, and it is bringing the police force into disrepute. This is all over the Washington Post, it's all over the Guardian, it's all over the major newspapers of the world. This is an embarrassment on the Jamaica government. And one little police barber create that from the government? No, this should be removed. It's incumbent on her. It's incumbent on the commissioner to say to her, well, if you're not talking, we'll remove you from duty. We also then move her from here to pour us. We don't know how true that is.
And I know the mother feel it just like how I feel it. So I'm asking you this morning, oh God, to bring forth thy wrath unto that woman, oh God. Stretch forth thy wrath, oh God, and let she know that Rastafari liveth and reigneth forever. World without end.
If them even want to keep her in the force, set up a barber shop up at Twickenham Park. So you see when a police want to trim, him just go pay 50% to Officer Barber, because the government subsidize the trimming of police officers. She can't go on the street and trim innocent people. Keep her in the force. Because I remember in the army, you have man with just clean boots, you know. Him not come a road, you know, him just shine shoes. She in her position where them set up one barber place up at Twickenham Park and say, here where you are going to do, your clean police boot. Or, and cut here. That's all you are going to do. Cut here because you love do it. But this time you do it illegally. I know the worst part. When she lose this case, and we pray she lose it, that the taxpayers' money we are going to pay. That hurt we know, If you know with taxpayers' money, have to go pay for something we're done by a police officer. The government will make police we commit crime pay out of them pocket. Because my money shouldn't be paying back for you cut my family locks. No. So we are here, the drums are going to chant, we see the rain are going to come in, so we want to get the drums, the message. So we have Ras from Ochi, Ras from Westmoreland, Ras from all over the globe there, and we are Zoom live to a international community, It's rain of all of England for weeks, make them the march from the Jamaican embassy in the UK, Everywhere. I may have letters from my phone from Chile, from Mexico, from Ecuador, from Panama, from South Africa, from England, from the USA. This is an embarrassment, and just one police officer creates so much embarrassment from police. We know police out there, we are police officers. But this woman now behave like a police officer. She embarrassed the force.
She spent 5 days in custody. And if you spend 5 days in custody, out of 10 days, then the fine ought to cut in half, or the fine cut proportionately to the time you have spent. This is normal throughout the police behavior in Jamaica. So she spent 5 days and the mother still had to pay $6,000. Then when she was brought to the station, she had to pull down her underwears. She had to lift up her bras and all of that. That is not the norm in Jamaica, that our women are violated when they are taken to a police station. And you can't give her no excuse about she might be carrying ganja or she might be carrying scissors. She coming from court, so she carry the scissors go to court. All these things are violation of our sisters. In these police stations, there are no beds in for our sisters to sleep on, It's bad enough for the man. But you put our sisters on the floor, if they have to use a piece of newspaper or something like that. That's what goes on in Jamaica. So when Babsy Grange and company are in Parliament talking about women's rights, that's where you start. Those that you keep in custody, don't you have a duty to at least provide them safely? And when she, with all that stress coming down upon her periods start to come. They say that they have no facilities for that. They do not provide the sanitary convenience for those things. All these are violations. So any news item or anything that any propaganda try to counter, do they answer any of those things that I've raised?
Anytime I want to accuse you of doing him something and you make 24-hour pass and you don't clear yourself whether you're wrong or you're right, you have no talk. So this is a universal judgment and an individual trial. So there is no justice, a judgment. Because all our ancestors rise now and get mad.
Well, there you have it. More on the talk to me down below in the comment section. Make me know what you think about this whole thing. What you think about Andrew's response? Do you think it was sufficient? Me don't know. Want to talk to me down below and make me know. Once your comment makes sense, I will definitely respond. Alright? Guess what? This is another one from Unstoppable TV. Like, share, comment, and definitely if this is your first time here and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Turn on all notifications. Once you upload a video, you will get notified. No matter what, don't make nobody stop you. I'm unstoppable and I'm out.
Right now, you know we unstoppable.